Hello there. Plenty to talk about in Europe at the moment. If you take a look at the satellite picture, you can see that the area of low pressure that brought the stormy weather across the UK now spilling over into Scandinavia. Got some sharp showers that are moving their way through France, and they will continue to drift down through the French Riviera and across the Alps. Now, that's interesting because cooler air to the north and west of that, but into the southeast, we're starting to drag in some heat across Greece, across the Balkans and across southern Italy. In fact, heat warnings are in force in Croatia at the moment, with temperatures potentially in excess of 40 degrees. There's a good deal of dry, sunny weather on offer, as you can see, across Turkey, Greece, that extreme heat through the Balkans and into southern Italy. Stormy weather, but then behind it, cooler, fresher air, temperatures perhaps into the low 20s. For Paris, only 19 degrees potentially in London, and that's disappointing for this time of year. Stormy weather into Scandinavia, that's that low pressure still sitting there. Now, as we move out of Monday into Tuesday, we'll still see plenty of sharp showers into parts of Scandinavia, lighter showers elsewhere. The emphasis is dry, settled and sunny, but still pretty hot across the southeast Mediterranean, which we'll need to keep an eye on. So, city forecast for the next few days shows that cooler weather continuing into the northwest, fine and settled into the southwest. Eastern Europe, well, there's some rain to come in Moscow, a disappointing week ahead. Hello there. Let's take a look at the latest with the storm situation across the Western Pacific, and we'll start off with Likima, which is now moving its way up through the far northeast of China into the Yellow Sea. You can see here, this is coarser. You can clearly make out a fairly ragged looking eye on the satellite picture. That is expected to push towards the far south of Japan through the middle part of the week. But we're still going to see some pretty heavy rain just to the east of Beijing, tied into what was Likima. And then further south of that, things are a little bit quieter, which I'm sure will come as welcome news. We've got some heavier rain, though, into western Thailand and Myanmar at the moment. But south of that, it's largely fine and quiet. Our city forecast shows some showers, particularly for Bangkok over the next few days, with some rain arriving into Osaka through the middle part of the week. Now, elsewhere into Australia, it's all been about the cold and the snow, which has brought some amusement to residents in parts of New South Wales and Victoria. The snow has eased, but it's pretty chilly, and that could lead to some frosts through the overnight period. As for New Zealand, well, we've still got some outbreaks of showery rain into the north, but clearer skies further south. Still on the cool side, however. Now let's take a look at the city forecast for the next few days, and you can see Wellington getting colder still by the middle of the week. Not much improvement in Melbourne either. Hello there. Let's have a look at the weather forecast for South America. We've got weather fronts that are stretching in from the west at the moment and squeezing the isobars. That means that with the northerly direction, temperatures a little lower than where they should be really at this time of year, but things will change as we go through the week. Now, further north of that, we've got a good deal of dry, sunny weather on offer, and as you can see up into the far northwest in the Amazon basin, yes, through parts of Venezuela and Colombia, we've got a few sharp showers, but not as heavy or as widespread as they perhaps can be. A little bit of fair weather cloud into the northeast of Brazil, fine and settled elsewhere. Good slice of sunshine through Paraguay, Uruguay and into northern Argentina. But Santiago, seeing those temperatures struggle, they've been into the low teens, maybe 15 degrees by Sunday afternoon. However, the winds are going to change direction and the temperatures are set to improve quite dramatically as we go into next week before colder air returns by the end of the working week. So a bit of a roller coaster in terms of the feel of things. A few sharp showers into Mexico, not looking too bad across the Yucatan Peninsula, down into Costa Rica and Panama, more extensive showers here, and a few isolated showers into the Caribbean. Nothing particularly exciting in terms of the threat of stormy weather. We will keep you updated if we see any different developments, but those showers are set to continue in Havana, dry and sunny elsewhere. Hello there. It's a fairly typical weather pattern across Africa at the moment. Quiet really to the north and the south. Most of the shower clouds being picked up across the equator, where we've had some flooding rains just recently through Sierra Leone and the heaviest of the showers moving up there towards Senegal. That's going to be the story as we go through Monday. We still keep those showers going and they drift their way steadily from east to west. Both to the north and the south, it stays fairly consistent. quiet with the extreme heat up into the north. So let's take a look at the city forecast and see what to expect, see if there's any significant change. There isn't really. Warming up a little into Cape Town over the next few days. Johannesburg, fairly consistent, mid-20s and lots of sunshine. But the heat is up into the far north, and Casablanca will see those temperatures into the high 20s. Khartoum could see a few thundery downpours with it as well. Over to the Middle East, well, it's a hot, dry, settled picture here at the moment. Temperatures into Iraq and Kuwait into the high 40s over the next few days. Perhaps a few isolated showers through Yemen, a little bit more fair weather cloud, a bit more of a breeze across that Oman coast. And we've still got a light shamal, which could bring a little bit of lifted dust and poor visibility potentially. City forecasts though show dry, consistent weather over the next few days. Temperatures peaking into the high 40s for some. Hello there. It's all about the rain in South Asia at this time of year. In fact, the southwest monsoon's been pretty active in recent days. And you can see we've had some heavy rain, over a couple of 100 millimetres across Pakistan. Now that's starting to ease away. We're also keeping a close eye on another area of low pressure that's likely to develop through the Bay of Bengal. So for Sunday's weather, we've got rain easing away from Pakistan. We've still got some wet weather along that west coast, which has been really inundated with heavy rain just recently. That's going to exacerbate some flooding and yet more wet weather perhaps towards that Orissa coastline. I'll come back to that in just a moment. Further north of that into Central Asia, it's dry and it's quiet through Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan as well. A few scattered showers into Afghanistan and through northwest India. A little fair weather cloud and a few isolated showers through Pakistan, but just along that west coast, more rain to come, more rain for Sri Lanka as well. The heaviest of the rain, the vibrant colours though, stretching up through the Bay of Bengal, affecting Orissa, perhaps into Chhattisgarh, and that's going to move its way northwest over the next few days. It means that Mumbai may well see a brief lull in rain from Thursday onwards next week. Colombo keeps plenty of frequent showers going, along with Chennai seeing the best of the sunshine. New Delhi stays pretty unsettled right throughout the week. Hello there. Let's take a look at the weather forecast for North America, where we could see further intense storms developing. And one of the reasons is the heat that we've got building now across the Gulf of Mexico over into that southeast corner, bumping into something a little cooler that's coming out of Canada. Where the two meet across southern Dakota into eastern Colorado, we're going to see some pretty sharp showers. And as we go through the latter stages of Sunday, Nebraska could see some very heavy rainfall as well. So that's where we've got these sharp thundery downpours. We've got heat and thunderstorms into Florida. I'll come back to that in just a moment. And up into the northwest, we've still got some showers across British Columbia, stretching down into Washington State, into parts of Oregon. Not looking too bad though once you get into California. It's fine, it's settled. Inland, close to Nevada, yes, we've got that heat still. So this is the story for the next couple of days. Pleasant sunshine, as you can see quite nicely, with temperatures into the mid-20s. Now, across the eastern seaboard, it's dry, it's settled, it's pleasant enough as well. A good slice of sunshine, recent showers in Nashville, Tennessee, easing, and showers really in Georgia, not too far, few and far between, but we've got some sharp showers into Florida, and still we've got that heat. So in Atlanta, Georgia, temperatures are set to climb 97 degrees as we go through Tuesday.